Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am coming at you today with the next installment of my Learn Tarot With Me series, where we are going in depth on every single card of the major arcana at the moment. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. It's really useful for me to kind of put into video, kind of document how I see each card. I'm finding that very useful for myself and for readings. And I hope that you guys are finding it interesting and useful also. So today we are looking at the number 8 card, which is the Strength card. So the light is a bit funny today. Let's see where I should put it to make it more visual. There. Okay, cool. So the Strength card, we see a woman that kind of looks like she's in a wedding dress, right? Holding back the mouth of a lion. Now she's either holding back the mouth, like trying to kind of close it, trying to tame it, or she's trying to open it. That is up for some debate, which we'll go into. We also see the infinity symbol above her head, which looks like an 8 in itself. And we see that symbol in quite a few cards in the tarot. I feel like it's got a specific name, but I'm not going to go into that because it could all get very deep, as I've mentioned before. But that infinity symbol is a sign of, you know, the cyclical nature of life, the never ending of life. And the tarot is a bit like that. Even though we're looking at each card of the major arcana as like a standalone card that then leads on to the next, in reality, it's not like it leads on to the next and then you never go back to it. In reality, it's kind of as though we encounter these cards many, many, many times over and over in our lives. So we will be embodying or come up against the Strength card multiple times in multiple ways over the course of our lifetime, right? So what does the Strength card mean? So we can see it as meaning to be strong, right? So sometimes this card comes up when we need to fortify the mental strength or the emotional strength or the physical strength to get through something. But oftentimes I see the Strength card as being about the strength to overcome the barriers within. It's about having the strength to overcome issues of self-esteem a lot of the time, or issues of worthiness. That's how it comes up for me as a reader, okay? It's almost as though this lady and this lion are one and the same. This is her inner beast. These are her inner hairs. These are her inner worries. These are her inner insecurities and worries about inadequacies, right? And she's trying to tame it. Now, the fact that she kind of looks like she's wearing a wedding dress, I've never fully got in terms of the Strength card. It's never, you know, I've never done a reading for somebody who's seen the Strength card and it's had anything to do with marriage. So that is something that kind of doesn't quite gel with me, unless we look at it as marrying one's fears, you know, that kind of alignment, that kind of bringing us back into balance, where we take our worries and inadequacies and insecurities and we meld it together to become a strong self. We could see it like that, but honestly, that's not really how I see it. I just, yeah, she's wearing a wedding dress, but that's kind of where it ends for me with that whole wedding analogy. Begins and ends with the fact that she's just wearing a dress. However, sometimes I can see it as, if this comes up in a relationship reading and somebody is looking to how a partner is behaving, this can sometimes be about kind of wrestling that person into a commitment or wrestling that person into being with you. Okay, sometimes it indicates that it's going to be a tough process to get somebody to commit. And you know, I never like that really when I'm doing a relationship reading, because you don't want it to be something that you have to wrestle another person into. You don't want it to be hard. And this card usually says to me that a relationship might be a little bit hard. So this is the card in the major arcana that is reflective of Leo. And I find this interesting because Leo is also reflected in the Sun card, right? We know that Leo is a fire sign. Leos are born in the summer. There's a real level of joy and happiness and love with a Leo. But I always feel as that Leos, sorry for any Leos that are watching this if this is offensive, I always feel as though Leos have the largest light and the largest shadow, because that's how it is, right? We see the biggest shadows when it's sunniest, right? And if you think of that on a metaphysical level, then I feel as though Leos, even though they shine in the world, even though they often come across as incredibly confident, they do also often struggle the most with their inner beast, with their inner worries, with their inner securities, in my experience. And this card speaks of that. This card speaks of wrestling with yourself and trying to come out on top. So when this card comes up in a reading, to summarize, it often means to me that we are struggling with something within ourselves that we need to overcome, a barrier of some sort that we need to overcome to get to the next phase of our life, to carry on this path. Right? So that takes strength. Hence, strength. It's also a bright yellow, again signifying all that lovely Leo energy, but also that energy of manifestation. Because we know that once you do garner the strength to get over these barriers and these things in life, then you can move forward to the next stage of your life and really make something happen. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. The strength card is definitely one that I could talk about for a really long time because it has lots of different facets and lots of different sides. But I'm going to stop there so you get the gist of the strength card. And I really hope you enjoyed that. Next week we'll be looking at the Hermit. It's weird because I've actually got the Hermit card here staring at me, which is the number 9 card. And in lots of ways the Hermit card is the exact opposite of the strength card, in the sense that the strength card is out there manifest strength. Even though you're having the strength to overcome what's inside, the point is that it's then reflected outside. The Hermit card is both similar and different. I'm just going to quickly show it to you here because it's here, Hermit card. So you can see the light in the Hermit card as well, right? But we will explore that next week. So for now, I'll leave you with the Strength card, which I'm still trying to get in the right position to reflect the right kind of light. And enjoy yourselves, and I shall see you next week.